Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a long time since we uploaded a video to the YouTube, but we're back at it. I'm going to start getting on it. Uh, Work's been so busy. I've been dedicating a lot of my energy into the company, developing awesome supplements and apparel for you guys. But I'm going to come back. I'm going to start doing more of these reaction videos in terms of tactics, movements, team movements, individual movements, SWAT teams, influencers, give you guys my opinion on what they are doing. So that being said, let's jump right in. And for you guys who don't know me, my name is Trungwin. I'm a former Army Ranger, not a Ranger qualified dude with a tab, but actually served in a Ranger regiment and a retired SWAT guy. Did 14 years in law enforcement, last 10 years on Chicago, and the last 5 on a full-time SWAT team as one of their point guys. So that being said, before we dive into these videos, guys, a big disclaimer. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to be like, haha, I'm better than you. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion on it, my experience on it, and what I would have done differently, right? Because we're here, and at the end of the day, no egos. We're here to help each other. I want to see you guys foster. I want to see you guys grow as a tactician or whatever you guys do. That's the most important thing. But I believe in the game of tactics, CQB. Obviously, there's a billion ways to skin an animal, right? People always like, oh, I do it this way, I do it this way, I do it this way. I take CQB as a scale of 100%. And if we all know something about CQB, CQC, or whatever you guys want to call it, there's never 100% safe, right? CQB is a very dangerous game, but the more we can mitigate the threat to us and our teammates, the better. I would take 70-30, right? 30% left to the danger to the enemy and 70% to us of as safely as possible to conduct business. So that being said, let's dive into this video. We're going to play it, then we're going to talk about it. All right, guys, before we begin this video, we all understand in the game of CQB, CQC, whatever the hell you want to call it, there's 1,000 ways to skin an animal or 1,000 ways to do certain things. But I believe in a matrix, of like 100% being the safest and obviously 0% being the most dangerous. And in the game of CQB, there is very, 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 very rare instances where you're at 100% safe, right? CQB is extremely dangerous. There's no way around it. The most that we can do is mitigate that danger as much as possible. So I would take 80% over, 80-20 over 60-40, if that makes sense. The way I'm about to explain this whole video that we're about to watch is what I would do, right? This is just a way. It's not the way, guys. I have no fucking egos. I'm all about teaching. I'm all about getting better, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to mitigate that danger so that we can bring our brothers and sisters home and do our job and bring home the people that we're going to rescue, save, etc. So before we begin this video, I wanted to give you take a look at this still shot of this. We'll call that guy the breacher, and we'll call the other guy the point man, right? So if you take a look at the breacher, he is literally standing in front of the threshold, right? About to breach this door. And this video, it doesn't really let me, you're not going to hear the sound, but when I play it, you're going to hear him. He's going to look at the point guy. He's going to say, ready? Then the dude, nods his head or does what he does, and he breaches the door. So let's watch this video, and we're going to break down what they did wrong, what they can fix, and what they did well. All right, lots to talk about in that little tidbit of 10 seconds. First and foremost, exterior breach, interior breach, I treat everything the same as if it was in real life. I will not stand in front of the door because it's not ballistic proof. Even if though that is made of some kind of metal material, I guarantee you rounds will fly through that. Rifle rounds will penetrate that. So for you as the breacher, let's talk about the breacher first. The breacher, first off, if you looked at that video, he's actually a right-handed shooter, right? How do I know that? Because his holster is on his right side. It's not on the left side as shown in his video. But the way that he has his hand, guys, so he literally has his make-believe pistol on his left side, and he's opening the door with his dominant hand with his right side. Me personally, as a breacher, when I'm getting ready to breach the door, my dominant hand is where my pistol or my rifle is going to be, because that's what I train with. Unless that guy trains a lot with his support side, which I don't. There's some teams that don't. They're very dominant right hand, whatever the hand dominant they are, they're going to train with that. So as you can see, he's already at a disadvantage. He has his pistol on his support side. He's opening the door with his right side. He's standing in front of the threshold. If I was a shooter inside the room and they're outside, you can see the shadows underneath the door, and I can literally just start shooting through the door. And I hear him say, "Ready?" I'm then as a shooter or somebody in that room, I already know. Okay, they're getting ready to enter. I'm gonna start blasting that door. So the safest way for me that I would do that is I would silhouette myself where I will have my pistol on my dominant side, blade myself towards the door. And even before I blade myself towards the door, I'm going to look at the point guy, and it could be a very non-verbal cue, right? Just look at him, give him a nod. Hey, are you ready? And the guy looks back, and if he has his rifle, he could just do a muzzle up and down to signify that, hey, we're ready, so that you don't really, noise discipline is huge. You don't say a single thing. So that being fixed, right as soon as he gives that barrel wave, that guy can reach, open the door quickly to get out the way of the fatal funnel so that the point man can provide cover for the banger, the NFDD deploying guy, to deploy the bang. Now let's talk about the point guy, and we're going to replay the video right now. All right, guys, pay attention to the point guy. He's obviously right now what he has in his hand. I mean, if you watch the video as it plays, first he has his hand mimicking a pistol, then he goes into rifle. I mean, I don't know, what kind of weapon system this guy has as he's able to do that. That's why I always harp on, like, if you're doing training reps, train with all your equipment. Try to make it as realistic as possible, right? So the way that the point guy is standing, there is no reactionary gap. He is standing so close to that door. For me personally, on the team, I'm all about reactionary gap. Just in case somebody comes opening that door and that door flies open, I have time to react to it. If I'm so close to the threshold, when that door opens, I have no time to react. Dude or gal can grab my fucking gun. So it's important to have that reactionary gap. And I don't mean you don't have to step back 10 feet, but enough to give you the processing ability. So we're going to replay the video. Pay attention to the point guy. All right, he's going to lean, deploys the bang, boom. He looks down, he looks down, he looks up, then he looks up. Interesting. When I'm the point guy and my job is that we're about to enter that room, right? That's the main threat. My weapon is at a ready position. It's not down low, like super low, because if anybody's going to engage a threat that comes out with a gun or anything, it's going to be me. Just imagine that time of you bringing it up compared to you having it set, you having that stance, you having that reactionary gap. Like, hey, this gunfight might happen before we enter, so you got to come ready. And when he leaned out to provide cover for the banger, you could see, yeah, he did the right thing in the beginning. He looked down to make sure there was no gas tank, no gasoline, or a child or anybody that you can deploy the bang and hurt, right? Because, hey, here in the police realm, it's different from the military. The military, that's one of the things I miss, is you can breach that door from far. You can chuck a freaking bang in there. You could throw a grenade. It's part of your ROE. In the law enforcement realm, we have to bang the threshold. So basically, we're going to have to eat the bang. I'm not going to judge that banger of him throwing it too deep. Maybe he saw that it was an open area. He's able to deploy the bang that a little deeper. Hey, that's on the banger, right? But I'm talking about the point guy, right? So if I'm leaning out and I'm looking down and I know that there's no dangers, obviously if there is, you call no bang. If there's no dangers, I have to now shift my focus to whatever's in that room for that split second to get that flash picture. And as that bang gets deployed, I get back. I know I'm entering, right? So I'm getting into that fighting position because right as soon as that bang goes off, I'm not entering with my head down. I'm entering with my head level because I want to see as much as possible in that room. I want to be able to process the room as I enter. I don't want to keep my, I don't, and when you watch that video, you see that guy enter with his head down. You don't want to do that. You want to enter with your head up, able to process the room. Okay, that's dead space right there. That's a wall. It looks like there's a staircase going up that way. So now I can right away bring my rifle up that stairwell and provide security cover for my follow-on team. And you know, you got the way they were doing it, it's very nonchalant. Like I said, I believe in train as you fight, guys. If you whatever you do in training is going to mimic in real life. So that's a big thing for me. So if you're going to do any type of training like this, breaching training, deploying a bang, a hostage rescue, moving down the hallway, do it as realistic as possible because it matters. Now let's talk about what they did right. They attacked the crap. I like that. He didn't, the point guy wasn't on the other side because when that door breaches open, he gets first view in the room. That's one thing I like that he did. He leaned out, he provided cover for his banger, the guy who deployed the bang, which is great. So I like that. Let's talk about the guy who deployed the bang, okay? And we'll wrap this up. Now I want you to pay attention to the guy that deploys the bang. So we're gonna play the video. Ready? Stand in front of the door. Okay. Boom. Bang. Boom. Okay. He enters. Then he follows. Now, okay. All of a sudden, now he has a magical pistol or rifle. If I'm the banger, like I said, train how you fight. If I'm leaning out, I'm deploying the bang. I'm getting right behind my point guy. Why? Because that room might be deeper. There's going to be angles that banger is that guy who deployed the bang might be exposed to for him to stand here, basically side to side with the point guy. I would get my hand back on the rifle, give the point guy a squeeze just to let him know, hey, I'm good. I got my rifle. The team's good. You know, we're ready to roll. So take training seriously. Again, I can't harp on it enough. If you're going to call yourself an operator, a SWAT operator, or whatever you do, act as such. Be a professional. Make it smooth. Make it right. It's important because we're here to mitigate dangers. We're here to make sure everybody gets home. No one gets shot. We rescue who we need to rescue or eliminate who we need to eliminate. Again, I hope you guys liked this video. It was a 10-second video, but there was a lot to it. The one thing that I want you guys to get out of this is train how you fight at the end of the day. If you guys like what I do with these videos in terms of reactions and talking about it and breaking down these little tidbit pieces, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you think. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys not agree with me? What would you guys do differently? You know, we're here to grow as a community. That's what's the whole point of this. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We will be releasing more of these as time goes on. Thank you.